So something I'd like to talk quickly about, if I'm able. Lord knows I can't talk about anything quickly. But, no, I'd like to talk about today, as the title of the video implies, is the death of salesmanship in America. And this is something that's been brewing inside of me for a long time, but was brought to the surface by an experience I just had at Best Buy a couple hours ago. I went in there looking for the Ultimate Edition of God of War 3. You know what? That's another fucking thing. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna divert right now. I'm gonna totally go off track from the title of this rant and talk about the fact that Game Crazy really fucking pisses me off because they're going fucking bankrupt. Okay? In November, I pre-ordered and paid in full for the Ultimate Edition Pandora's Box thing of God of War 3. I paid $107 fucking for it as a gift for my wife. Me personally, I generally wouldn't pay that much for a video game, but she was really into all the little things that came with it, and I decided, you know what, fine, okay, I'll buy it for her. So, being as we were shit fuck busted broke this Christmas, we all decided that we were going to buy each other one video game for Christmas. She pre-ordered Mag for me, and I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition of God of War 3 for her. Well, we both knew that we weren't going to get our presents on Christmas because God of War 3 didn't come out until yesterday, and Mag came out in January. Well, I got my present, but Game Crazy, which is closing, called me yesterday and said, well, we've got your money, and, you might want to come and, pick it up, because we're not going to have the, product we, sold you that comes out tomorrow. And I mean, this is just ridiculous, because the cutoff date for the fucking pre-order of this goddamn thing was, in January, because they realized they were, 6,000 units behind, but I had mine secured in November, so really, I should have been one of the first motherfucking people to get one of these goddamn things. But no, the store I chose to buy mine from went fucking bankrupt, so I'm screwed. Thankfully, I managed to get my money back, but now I have to wait until the other fucking stores, like Best Buy or whatever, get their shipment in, because anything that anybody has is simply pre-orders, because of the unit shortage that won't be made up for another week or so. So I'm just really fucking irritated by that I went through all that trouble to make sure I'd get a copy, and simply random dumb shit fucking luck keeps me from being able to give my wife the gift that I bought for her in fucking November. So that pisses me off, and that happened, and so I go to Best Buy to try to find one, and I can't find one there. And while I'm there, I'm like, you know what? My cell phone is a stupid fucking piece of shit. I'm tired of it. I want to get a new one. You know what? My contract is up, and I should be able to get a relatively good phone for relatively cheap and by renewing my contract. So I go over to their little mobile kiosk thing, and I see, wow, you know what? The prices you have for AT&T phones beat the shit out of the prices that the AT&T store has in its own fucking store. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and probably get one from you. So I find a sales associate and I say, hey man, can you answer some question about these phones for me? Because I'm kind of specific about my technology devices. I like them to be able to do specific things, and I don't care if they can do other things. And he starts trying to sell me this $400 fucking phone. I said, dude, look at me. Do I look like I can afford a fucking $400 phone? No, I can't. I'm poor as shit. So let's maybe talk about one of these other phones that with my upgrade I can get for $30. It's still normally a $200 and some odd phone, but I can get it for $40 if I upgrade my plan or whatever. And all of a sudden he shuts up. He doesn't know a goddamn fucking thing about any of these other fucking phones. And I say, well, hey man, obviously you're getting a commission for selling this one, but can you tell me anything about these phones? And then he just starts reading the shit off the fucking cards right there on the display. I'm like, come on, man. What's the deal? You work at an electronics store selling fucking cell phones, and you can't tell me a goddamn thing about any of them except for the one you're pushing right now because you're overstocked with it? Can I please talk to another salesman? Then I look around and realize that every fucking salesman is younger than the fucking kid, and I mean kid, that I'm fucking talking to right now. And I said, how the hell are these stupid-ass little fucking pimple-faced idiots going to be able to tell me anything about any of these fucking products? The irony is that kids are supposedly supposed to be the ones that are all fucking twisted up with technology right now, and these fuckers don't know a goddamn thing about any cell phone except for the one that they were told to sell. I mean, this is not something isolated. I go into fucking Radio Shack and start talking about HDMI cables for my TV, and the guy looks like I just gave him a fucking aneurysm. I mean, what the hell does anybody out there anymore know anything about the shit they're fucking selling? Apparently not. And excuse me for expecting someone who works in a fucking electronics store to know anything about the electronics they're selling. I guess that's just fucking crazy.